Together with young ambassadors Jerin and Aldo, Diplomat TV took a look at the archaeological excavation site at the Big Church in The Hague. The Big, or Sint Jacob Church, was built on top of a sand dune. Together with the Binnenhof, is the oldest remaining building in The Hague. The church is located at the edge of the old town where the markets used to be. There were once small houses connected to the walls of the church. Until the year 1689, people were buried in a large cemetery surrounded by a wall that lay in the church square. A part of this wall appeared again during the recent excavations.
Deze heeft ook een mooie aftekening van de kist hier, hè? Ja, dit is geroerd hier. Want hier is het ook allemaal geroerd, hè? Ja.
The Department of Archaeology in The Hague clean up all artifacts before they are studied. Excavated human bones are examined before being reburied at a new location.
Hey.
Jerin.
Hey.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Ik ben Peter. Hey.
What I was thinking, isn't it, this is a graveyard, and isn't it disrespectful for the people who's laying there? Is it disrespectful to them that you are digging them up and you're researching them?
That's a good question. Like, the thing is, in the Netherlands, I think everywhere around the world, when your grave isn't forever, but eventually the bones are being reburied. So we have places in The Hague and near churches that we can, on a real graveyard again, then we can rebury the bones and then it will be at peace again.
Can you tell us about your department?
We're working for the local government, for the city of The Hague. So the city of The Hague has an archaeology department. It's like a team of archaeologists being paid by the city. We're standing now on an excavation done by us, but that's how our department works.
What is the best part of being an archaeologist?
It's a very exciting job. If you're like a field archaeologist, even by standing here, I see it in your eyes too. Everybody is looking at what do you find now, and even for archaeologists, also, although we know what's there or we know what to expect, it's always very spannend. I'm not sure. Exciting to know. Okay, what's coming out next? That's the nicest part. You don't know what to find, and it's the thrill of finding things, and then eventually interpreting them, and then making a story, and you can put it out in the world. That's also a very nice thing about being an archaeologist.
What is the most interesting thing that you have ever found?
Well, that's a very difficult question because we find a lot of nice things in The Hague. So this is one example of a very nice big project, but we have lots of them. Last year we excavated in the south side of The Hague a very big site for the new freeway into The Hague, the Rotterdamse Baan. And that's a very big project. And we found like hundreds of thousands of findings, and also we found a Roman pot filled with silver coins and bracelets. So it's a Roman treasure. I was the one that we dug it up with a metal detector. So it was like my biggest find ever.
What's the most interesting thing found in this site?
On this site? Well, I'm not the project director of this site, so I'm not sure, but the thing is that we're standing here on the graveyard. So that you see the big church in the background. Around the church, or also like everywhere, there's the graveyard. And even on places like this, when it's also being developed already by tram tracks, and the graves are still in the ground. So the thing that we found, an intact graveyard, still underneath all these activities, that's a very special find. Another special find is a wall around the cemetery. But I think Angelica can talk about it more.
The church is built on sand, and that sand, the dune, is very old. So we can expect here far much older features from people who eventually lived here about 1500 years ago. So this is, for historically point of view, a very important spot in the town. So we are investigating here the churchyard and the houses that were standing on the northwest side of the church. We have found several walls of those houses, and they are dating from the 15th century on. And what we see over there in this area is also a wall, but this is a wall from the churchyard.
And what's going on in this site?
We're excavating a former churchyard of the church we're standing nearby. And as you can see, there are several inhumations still intact. So we're going to excavate them, document them, photograph them, and then afterwards I'll analyze them to see if it's possible to say something about age, disease, stature.
Are you going to bring all those bones here to the laboratory, or only the part that you think will be useful for research?
I will take only the approximately complete or nearly complete ones, so the ones that actually were partly in an anatomical position, and those ones I will check. The one from the big pile of bones, the context is lost, so I'm not taking those.
Is there any more archaeological sites to be discovered in The Hague?
Yes, well, the city of The Hague is a very rich place for archaeology. There's a lot of archaeology to be found here. The earliest remains we find are Neolithic in the city of The Hague, and we're now standing in a historic city. So even until now, it's been people living here and depositing their things. So there's a lot of archaeology in The Hague.
Do you have good budgets for these kind of researches?
Yes, in the Netherlands it's being done like the people who want to develop something, they have to have a budget for archaeology. So they have to pay for the archaeologists. You can learn about the past, and that's our past, right? The people lying here are our ancestors eventually, not maybe, but they're living in the same place as we are standing on now. So we have a connection with them.
Thanks for watching Diplomat TV. For any feedback, ideas, or suggestions about our program, please email us at contact@diplomattv.com.